Freya, I'm so excited to speak with you, especially about a horror film. I love seeing you in this genre.
Great. I'm glad. Lovely to
Now, I
speak.
have to, I always like superheroes. What is your origin story with horror films? Was this a genre you liked growing up, or is Baghead a whole new experience for you in terms of genre and everything?
I mean, I went through my phase when I was a teenager of being obsessed with like freaking myself out. I mean, me and my friends would like, you know, watch all the horror trailers and we were obsessed with it for some reason. But then beyond that, I haven't really like it's not my usual genre to go to, but I still occasionally will like watch, you know, horror films. Yeah, I think it's fun to be scared sometimes.
Well, that kind of leads me into perfectly to my next question about being fun to be scared. What attracted you to this script? Is there something about Baghead, the character, maybe a scene? Well, was there something that really gravitated you towards this?
Well, I think the initial thing was just Studio Canal. I really wanted to work with them. I knew there was great producers behind it, so that was a really nice, like that was exciting to me. But then, I thought there were some interesting layers that could be played with beyond all the supernatural stuff with Iris, that attracted me, and it was just a good opportunity as well to learn.
My dad owned this place. I don't have any memories with him. This is all I have right now.
I always hear that about Studio Canal. I think actors really want to work within that group with those producers. And you got to work with a very interesting director as well with Alberto. Is there something about him what was it like working with him? I know he's had this script and this idea for quite some time. I believe 2017 was his short for this. Did he come in and be like, whoa, you know exactly what you want for this project?
Well, I mean, I think it was about we were all like navigating at the beginning because I think it was about balancing out, the need for that emotional side and that
Mm,
reality, but also needing to remind, the actors that we are shooting a horror film as well, and that sometimes you have to slightly surrender to that.
mm.
So that was something like we all navigated at the beginning and gradually like got the swing of things, and tried to strike that balance between, honoring the genre of the film, but also maintaining that um depth, I guess.
Hmm. Well, I always find horror sets to be so interesting. You're making a heavy film. Is there a way you kind of keep things light on set when you're like, especially, I mean, things like The Witcher, you're not a light little fun kind of gal sometimes. You do heavy projects. Is there a way, not
No.
with just this project, that you kind of, I need to go to my dressing room and just watch something goofy or something?
Oh yeah, like I uh, yeah, I always seem to be playing these characters that are just like traumatized. Um, but um, but yeah, firstly I realized that I like to work in a way which is like 10 seconds before cameras rolling, like you're getting into it, and then you do your scene and then you're out of it, and like keeping that separation between me and the character. But obviously it still can be draining on days, and that's
Mm.
why I'd say like I do have a tendency when I'm filming to watch reality TV shows.
I understand as someone who's watching the trailers right now, I'm watching a lot of horror movies. Let me go watch something goofy and fun. So I love your reality love. Now, I want to say, horror is a good genre and it's something that a lot of people often go back to. Is this something you want to return to again? Is maybe a certain adventure to a planet full of primates maybe a little scary as well?
Yeah.
Is this something you want to come to back to again? Because please don't leave us. As a horror fan, we love you.
Oh, well, I actually did shoot. I forgot this. Like, people have said that, but I shot a fantasy horror like before Christmas, so I am back in the world of horror, which I
Well,
completely forgot about. But because it's a very different feel. So, but yeah. So if that hopefully comes out at some point, then you will be seeing that.
oh goodness, you have quite the slate ahead of you. Thank you so much, Freya, for speaking with me today. Love your work in Baghead. Just love you in general. I can't wait to see you
Oh, thank
just
you so
dominate 2024. This is gonna be a good year
thank
for you,
you.
I think. Thank
Thank
you
you
guys.
so much. Have a great
And
day.